time is now for live video highlights of your school's march to excellence.
News sets up inside of the pitch. High fly to left. It's up, it's deep, and it's going to be gone!
Legacy Sports Network brings you high-quality HD video broadcasted by the best in the business.
Handoff, Adam Taylor lunges to the end zone, touchdown!
This is one of the most exciting things.
With all the runs, hits, scores, and more, we're building a legacy one game at a time.
I appreciate it, Gerald. You guys at Legacy do an unbelievable job.
Join us on pay-per-view or video live streaming your favorite high school and college athletics at legacysportsnetwork.com.
Legacy Sports Network is going to be bringing this presentation to your home.
And good afternoon from D. Dillon Field on the campus of the University of Mary Hardin-Baylor. I'm Francis Schrader. Welcome to TAPPS Girls 5A State Championship. San Antonio Incarnate Word Lady Shamrocks against Houston St. Agnes Academy Lady Tigers. In our game today, the St. Agnes Academy will be the visiting team. Incarnate Word High School from San Antonio will be the home team. Let me give you the defensive alignment for the Lady Shamrocks this afternoon. Left field, Allison Bancroft. Center field, Alexis Richardson. Right field, Chloe Pineda. Third base, Bethany Hernandez. Shortstop, Jolynn Rodriguez. Second base, Savannah Herrera. First base, Brianne Bustamante. Behind the plate, Sarah Paller. And Savannah Jackson, the pitcher. For San Antonio Incarnate Word Lady Shamrocks, they come into tonight's game with an impressive winning streak indeed. Yesterday they beat Dallas Lynch 12-1. Before that they took care of Houston St. Pius and also Tomball Concordia. For Houston St. Agnes, they defeated Corpus Christi John Paul II yesterday in Waco 7-6. Then they took care of Fort Worth Nolan, and before that they took care of San Antonio St. Anthony. Top of the lineup now for St. Agnes Academy Lady Tigers, Gabrielle McBee, Claire Rafferty, and Maddie Hino. McBee, Lafferty, and Hino. First baseman, center fielder, and catcher. Pitcher of today's game is Savannah Jackson. Left-handed batter, Gabrielle McBee. Takes first pitch for a ball. Lineup and pitch by Jackson, swung on. Moves to 1 strike from D. Dillon Field. Again, 200 feet to right, 200 feet to dead center, 200 feet to left. Wind is blowing from left field to right field about 25 to 35 miles an hour. Wind up and pitch again by Jackson, comes across with a strike. 1 strikes to McBee. On deck is Claire Rafferty, the center fielder for St. Agnes Academy Lady Tigers. McBee is a left-handed batter, number 31, first baseman. She's a senior. Bunt up to the middle. Beats out the throw to first base. So we got a single for Gabrielle McBee. Claire Rafferty, the center fielder, to the plate. Claire Rafferty is a senior from Houston St. Agnes Academy. Defensive alignment, Hernandez is playing really close in on third base. Same thing also for Brianne Bustamante for the Lady Shamrocks. Jackson's pitch on the inside, outside for a strike. 1 no strike to Lafferty. On deck is Maddie Hino, the catcher, a freshman for St. Agnes. Wind up in the pitch, comes on in, bunt laid down, got a strike. No balls, 2 strikes to Lafferty. Runner on first base is Gabrielle McBee. Gabrielle is a senior for St. Agnes as well. Long look in by Savannah. Here's the windup in the pitch. It's outside. Moves the count to 1 strikes to Lafferty. Hino, the catcher, on deck circle for the Lady Tigers. Savannah Jackson scoping things out, keeping her eye on the first base. where McBee is at. Wind up in her delivery. Swung on, foul back into the screen. Count remains the same with 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, 85 degrees at game time here in Belton, Texas, on the campus of the University of Mary Hardin-Baylor. Beautiful blue skies. Gusty winds blowing from left to right field. Look in by Savannah Jackson. Here's her pitch and delivery. Swung on, foul. Double play, 1, 2. You don't see that often. Double play went to Bustamante, to Herrera. 1-2 double play. That was a fast one indeed. Great work by the defensive alignment of the Lady Shamrocks. Coming to the plate now is Maddie Hino, freshman catcher for St. Agnes Academy. High pitch indeed for ball 1 to Hino. Jackie Guzman, the designated player, number 7, on deck for the Lady Tigers. Wind up in the pitch inside there, across the plate. Umpire said did not work out that way, so 2 balls and no strikes to Hino. Right-handed batter. Base is empty for the Lady Tigers, top of the first inning. Wind up in the pitch inside there, outside. Moves the count to 3 balls and no strikes to Hino. Savannah Jackson, a very quick time and routine. Ball comes across for a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike to Hino. Bancroft, Richardson, and Pineda all in the back in the outfield playing deep. Takes base on balls. Hino a base on balls with 1 out here at the top of the first inning. We got Jackie Guzman, senior, coming to the plate. Guzman, number 7, the designated batter. It's interesting now because a lot of respect for Guzman. Center fielder Alexis Richardson now playing on the warnings track. The wind is blowing in from the left field to the right field, a bit of a gusty thing. If a right-handed batter gets a hold of it, it will go out, but it'll take a little bit of oomph. 1 ball, no strike to Guzman. Popped up, out of play. Moves the count to 1 ball and 1 strike to Jackie Guzman. Lindsey Campos, the second baseman on deck, number 5 for the Lady Tigers of St. Agnes Academy out of Houston. 2 outs here, top of the first inning. Thanks for joining us on Legacy Sports Network. We're at the 2 o'clock hour. Beautiful weather here in Central Texas, clear skies. The first game we had at 10 o'clock this morning started out at a nice, cool 67 degrees. This 2 o'clock afternoon game is a crisp, I call it crisp, 85. But it's Texas. Foul back again. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Guzman. St. Agnes Academy wearing their black uniforms with white numbers. The Shamrocks of Incarnate Word, green uniforms with white pants with white letters. Wind up and pitch by Jackson to the outside. Stolen base attempt. Nice stolen base by Maddie Hino to second base. The throw was wide. Count goes now 1 ball, 2 strikes still to Jackie Guzman. Runner now in scoring position. Two count to Guzman. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second base. Savannah Jackson getting a little bit of that nice. Popped up, foul out of play. Ball pushes out into the bullpen. Count remains deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here top of the first inning for St. Agnes Academy. Stepping back to the batter's box is Jackie Guzman. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out to Jackie. Runner at second base, top of the first inning. Long look in by Savannah Jackson, the pitcher for the Shamrocks, comes on in, swung it back to Jackson. Hot box it, back to first base for the out. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and they strand 1. At the end of a half inning, St. Agnes Academy 0, Incarnate Word coming to bat. Allow me now to give you the defensive designation for the St. Agnes Academy Lady Tigers. In left field, J.C. Caraba. Center field, Claire Rafferty. Right field, Bailey Moorhead. Third base, we have Emily Pham. Shortstop, Abby Hale. Second base, Lindsay Campos. First base, Gabrielle McBee. Behind the plate, Maddie Hino. And the pitcher, Hallie Butler. Again, St. Agnes Academy Lady Tigers from the greater Houston area. And now the top three starting lineup for the Lady Shamrocks of San Antonio Incarnate Word. Bethany Hernandez, Allison Bancroft, and Sarah Powler. Yes. Left-handed batter coming to the plate now is Bethany Hernandez, a junior third baseman for the Shamrocks. Hallie Butler, the pitcher for St. Agnes Academy. Her battery mate is Maddie Hino behind the plate. Long look in by Hallie Butler. It's on the outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to Bethany Hernandez. Butler getting focused. Wind up and delivery from Hallie Butler. Across the plate. Not quite. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes to Bethany Hernandez. Bottom of the second inning, no score between St. Agnes Academy and Incarnate Word High School. Wind up and pitch. It's to the outside again. 3 balls and no strikes. Hallie Butler trying to find her bearings on first home plate right now. Behind on the batter, 3-0. Bethany Hernandez up there, left-handed batter, takes a ball coming in. Got a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike to Hernandez. On deck, Allison Bancroft, the left fielder for the Shamrocks. Butler looks, delivers, high, base on balls. So the first batter for the Lady Shamrocks draws a walk on first base is Bethany Hernandez. Allison Bancroft, the left fielder, also to the plate. Allison Bancroft is the left-handed batter. On deck is Sarah Powler, the catcher. Allison Bancroft, a sophomore, number 1. Right at the first base is Hernandez. Here's delivery by Butler. Butler down beautifully. Relay to second base. She's safe. She's safe. Foot came off the bag. So Hernandez is safe at second. Got a single for Bancroft. So the Lady Shamrocks have runners at first and second with no outs. The bottom of the first inning. Now coming to the plate now is the catcher, senior Sarah Powler. Right-handed batter, Powler. Runners at first and second for the Lady Shamrocks. Long look in by Hallie Butler. Here's a wind-up and pitch. Cross the plate for a strike. Savannah Jackson, the pitcher. It will be the on-deck circle for the Lady Shamrocks. Here's a wind-up and pitch now from the Lady Tigers. It's high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Nice look in by Hallie Butler, the pitcher. Wind up and delivery across the plate. It's low, moves the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. Sarah Powler has an opportunity now to put the Lady Shamrocks on top with a good single. Here's a wind up and delivery. Balls to the outside. 3 balls and 1 strike there to Sarah Powler. Again, Hallie Butler, the pitcher for the Lady Tigers, behind on another batter here in the bottom of the first inning. Class 5A state championship game of TAPPS. Swung on, balls popped up. Will it stay in play or go out? It is foul ball. Kind of hard to tell from this angle. So the count goes full, 3 balls and 2 strikes to Sarah Powler. Runner at second base, runner at first base for the Lady Shamrocks. Hallie Butler's wind up and pitch, swung on, foul tip. Count remains the same, 3-2 with no outs. Bottom of the first inning, no score between St. Agnes Academy and Incarnate Word. Back in the batter's box with Sarah Paller. Looking again by Hallie Butler, right-handed pitcher. Here's her windup and delivery, swung on. Down the right field line, will it stay fair or go foul? Stayed fair, runners advance. Got one out, sacrifice fly for Sarah Paller. Hernandez now goes to third base. Bancroft goes to second. One out here. Bottom of the first inning. Savannah Jackson to the plate. She's the pitcher, senior for the Lady Shamrocks, with runners in scoring position at second and third. One out here, bottom of the first inning. Wind up and delivery by Hallie Butler to the outside for a ball. On deck is Alexis Richardson, the center fielder for the Lady Shamrocks. Shamrocks with ladies in the scoring position at second and third with one out here at the bottom of the first inning. Wind up and delivery, it's high. 2 balls, no strikes. Again, Hallie Butler's getting behind the batters here at the bottom of the first inning. Uncharacteristic for Lady Tigers pitching. Back in the batter's box again goes Savannah Jackson. Got time on the field, and let's say thanks to all of you listening to us live streaming on LegacySportsNetwork.com. Please like us on your Facebook page. That's Legacy Sports Network. Also follow us on the Twitter page at LegacySports.net. Legacy Sports Network, building a legacy one game at a time. For those of you who are watching the live streaming of our Class 5A Girls State Championship game, these DVDs will be available for you for purchase. Please follow the appropriate forms at the end of the broadcast. But thanks for joining us on LegacySports.net. Again, runners in scoring position for the Lady Shamrocks on second and third base. Bottom of the first inning, one out. Batter at the box is Savannah Jackson. 2-0 count in favor of Jackson. Wind up in the pitch, swung on, straight up the middle, scoring 1 run. Run comes around the third base, play at the plate, she slides in, she's safe. Shamrocks take a 2-0 lead. Single by Savannah Jackson. Alexis Richardson comes to the plate for the Lady Shamrocks. Courtesy runner on first base for the Shamrocks. Alexis Richardson comes to the plate now, senior center fielder. On deck is number 5, Chloe Pineda. Richardson, center fielder, right-handed batter. 2 runs across already in the bottom of the first inning for the Lady Shamrocks of Incarnate Word High School out of San Antonio. Here's a pitch across the plate for a strike. Hallie Butler, the pitcher for the Lady Tigers, now is focused on in. Wind up and delivery. Swung on to the shortstop underneath her glove. Nice save by the shortstop. Forced out at second base. She's out. So we have Savannah Jackson getting wiped out at second base. Alexis Richardson gets a single to first base. So we have 2 outs here at the bottom of the first inning. 2-0 our score. Incarnate Word High School over San Antonio, over St. Agnes Academy out of Houston. And now Chloe Pineda, the right fielder, at the batter's box. She's a sophomore. On deck is number 12, Haley Garza, a junior. Wind up and pitch by Butler, inside for a strike. Hallie Butler now getting fine-tuned in. Took a little while to get into this first inning. But again, 2 runs for the Shamrocks here in the bottom of the first inning. Swung on, hot shot, fair ball, down the third base line. Runner rolls around third, gets a green light coming on in. Shamrocks score again. Third run across the plate. Double for Chloe Pineda. She's on second. Her double brings in Alexis Richardson from first. 3-0 Lady Shamrocks, bottom of the first inning. Coming to the plate now, Haley Garza, the junior. On deck is Brianna Bustamante, the first baseman for the Lady Shamrocks. Again, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Incarnate Word High School, Lady Shamrocks 3, St. Agnes Academy out of Houston 0. Line up and pitch to the outside for a strike. 0-1 the count now to Haley Garza. Runner at second base in scoring position, Chloe Pineda. Here's delivery by Butler to the outside. Moves the count to 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the windup and delivery again. Swung on down the first base line, taken by the first baseman, but the damage is done. Incarnate Word High School, 3 runs on 2 hits, they strand 1. At the end of 1 complete inning, Incarnate Word Lady Shamrocks 3, St. Agnes Academy Lady Tigers 0. Again, welcome to TAPPS Class 5A Girls State Championship game from D. Dillon Field on the campus of the University of Mary Hardin-Baylor. I'm Francis Schrader. Again, let me give you the defensive configuration for the Lady Shamrocks. Bancroft in left, Richardson in center, Pineda in right field, Hernandez at third, Rodriguez at short, Herrera at second, Bustamante at first, Powler behind the plate, and Savannah Jackson. Again, middle of the batting order now, number 5, Lindsay Campos, followed by Emily Tham and Abby Hale. Campos, Tham, and Hale. Middle of the batting order for the Lady Tigers of St. Agnes Academy. First pitch on in, fouled back into the screen. 0-1 the count to Lindsay Campos, a junior second baseman. The wind is now blowing straight on in from center field to home plate. You hear whistling in the background. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count now to Lindsay Campos. Hernandez is playing in, same thing also for Bustamante at first base. The pitch is to the outside. Evens the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Top of the second inning, St. Agnes Academy trails 3-0 to Incarnate Word. Savannah Jackson getting zeroed in as the pitcher for the Shamrocks. Brings on in there, high pitch, moves the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Long look in now by the pitcher. Brings it on, pops up, fouls out of play. Thanks for joining us on the Legacy Sports Network. TAPPS Girls 5A State Championship game. Incarnate Word High School out of San Antonio. St. Agnes Academy out of Houston. Look in by Savannah Jackson, her wind-up delivery, it's high, and she walks. Base on balls, first runner, make that the second runner for the Lady Tigers of St. Agnes Academy. Emily Tham, the third baseman, comes to the plate. Emily, number 16, a junior right-handed batter. On deck is Abby Hale, junior shortstop. Wind up and pitch to the outside for a ball. St. Agnes Academy, a perennial power on 5A state championship level, find themselves down 3-0 to Incarnate Word. Wind up and delivery there, swung onto the shortstop. Throws to one, relay to second, not in time. Double play did not turn, but we got one out. Campos is out at first base. Pham goes on a single. Abby Hale now comes to the plate, junior shortstop. On deck is senior J.C. Caraba. Ball's outside for ball one. One out here in the top of the second inning for St. Agnes Academy. Wind up the pitch, popped up, first baseman underneath it. In foul territory, snags it down. That's Brianne Bustamante. That's the second out of the inning. J.C. Caraba comes to the plate now, right-handed batter, number 12. Senior left fielder for St. Agnes Academy Lady Tigers. Runner at first base continues to be Emily Pham. Wind up delivery by Jackson, tries to lay the bunt down, it's good. Throws to first base, she's out. So no runs across the plate for St. Agnes Academy. No runs on one hit, no errors, and they strand one. After an inning and a half, Incarnate Word High School 3, St. Agnes Academy 0. Little boot scooting boogie music for you as we begin the bottom of the second inning from D. Dillon Field on the campus of University of Mary Hardin-Baylor. Lady Tigers alignment in the bottom of the second inning. Got Caraba in left, Lafferty in center, Moorhead in left, Hale at shortstop, Campos at second, Pham at third, McBee at first, Hano behind the plate, and Hallie Butler the pitcher. Come to play now as the bottom half of the order for the Lady Shamrocks. Number 17, Brianna Bustamante, a senior. On deck is Savannah Herrera, a senior. And in the dugout, Jolynn Rodriguez, the shortstop. 3-0 lead for the Lady Shamrocks. Pop, nice drive into left field. Snagged by J.C. Caraba for the first out.
Second baseman number 10, Savannah
Herrera to the plate now, the second baseman, senior number 10, right-handed batter. 3-0 the lead for Incarnate Word High School, the Lady Shamrocks. One out down here in the bottom of the second inning. Hallie Butler, the pitcher, brings it on in for a nice pitch for a strike. 0-1 the count now to Savannah Herrera, the second baseman. Looking on in is Hallie Butler. Here's her pitch. Bounces on in there. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Jolynn Rodriguez, the shortstop, on deck for the Lady Shamrocks, the last in the bottom of the order. Here's Butler's delivery. Bunt laid down beautifully, goes foul. Makes the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. For Savannah Herrera, bases are empty here, bottom of the second inning. But Incarnate Word High School has scored 3 runs in the bottom of the first inning. They lead 3-0 in this 5A girls state championship game. Right-handed batter Herrera back in the box again. Behind on the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's Butler's pitch and delivery. It's to the outside, even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's Butler's pitch. To the outside, moves the count to full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. One out here, bottom of the second inning, 3-0 Incarnate Word over St. Agnes Academy. Here's a wide open pitch. Struck her out. 2 down here in the bottom of the second inning. Jolynn Rodriguez, freshman shortstop, left-handed batter to the plate. Top of the order coming is Bethany Hernandez, the third baseman for the Shamrocks. Herrera, left-handed batter. Outfield playing medium for the Lady Tigers. First pitch coming in, it's a ball. Jolynn Rodriguez. 1 ball, no strikes. Butler's pitch to her. 1-1 the count. Nice strike there. Goes whizzing on by. 2 outs here at the bottom of the second inning. 3-0 Incarnate Word over St. Agnes Academy. Look in by Butler. Here's a pitch and delivery. Swung on, pop up. Will it drop? Here's the shortstop underneath her, Abby Hale, for the putout. 3 up, 3 down for the Lady Shamrocks at the end of 2 complete innings from D. Dillon Field. Incarnate Word 3, St. Agnes nothing. Top of the third inning at D. Dillon Field. We have for St. Agnes Academy, the bottom of the order, Bailey Moorhead, senior number 9, followed by Hallie Butler, junior pitcher, and the top of the lineup, Gabrielle McBee. So Moorhead, Butler, and McBee for the Lady Tigers. Top of the third inning. St. Agnes Academy trails 3-0 to Incarnate Word High School. Thanks for joining us on Legacy Sports. Bringing you the best of the Texas Association of Private and Parochial Schools. 86 degrees here at D. Dillon Field at 2:27 in the afternoon. Left-handed batter, Bailey Moore comes to the plate. A senior tries to lay down a bunt. Not successful. It's ball 1. 1-0 the count to Bailey Moorhead. Hallie Butler, the pitcher, on deck. Here's a delivery from Savannah Jackson. It is high. Moves the count to 2 balls and no strikes to Moorhead. Infield playing really in. Third baseman Hernandez is cheating halfway through. Second baseman Herrera is about doing the same thing, waiting for a bunt from Moorhead. First baseman Bustamante is just waiting there, but 3 of the 4 infielders are playing in, halfway or even closer. 3 balls and no strikes, the count now to Moorhead. And on 4 consecutive pitches, she walks. So Moorhead goes to first base here. And a Tiger third. On deck now is Hallie Butler, the pitcher. Take that back. Top of the order now is Gabrielle McBee. McBee is 1 for 1 today. Got a single there in the first inning here on the top of the third. McBee has Moorhead on first base for the Lady Tigers. They trail 3-0. Swung on, fouled away off the left side. No balls and 1 strike to Gabrielle McBee. On deck is Claire Lafferty, the center fielder. Gabrielle McBee is a senior. Number 31 plays first base. 1 for 1 today, a single in the first inning. Ball bounces inside there. Moves the count to 1 ball and 1 strike to McBee. Savannah Jackson looks on in. Here's her windup and quick delivery. Swung on, bunt laid down beautifully, taken by the third baseman. Bobbled a bit, nowhere to go. Runner is safe at second, runner is safe at first. So we have Moorhead moves to second, McBee to first. We'll call that a single. And so the Lady Tigers now in scoring position, trailing 3-0 here, the top of the third inning. Coming to the plate now is Claire Lafferty. Claire Lafferty, senior center fielder. Timeout on the field as we take some designated runners. St. Agnes Academy making their best now of the situation as we find ourselves top of the third inning. Runners at first and second with no outs. Here's an opportunity for the Lady Tigers of St. Agnes to at least cut down this deficit 3-0 they have against the Lady Shamrocks. Again, Lafferty back into the batter's box 0 for 1 today. Here's a windup and pitch. Bunt laid down, rolls around. It is a strike. One and 0 the count to Claire Lafferty. On deck is Maddie Hino, the freshman catcher. Moorhead at second for the Lady Tigers. McBee at first. Wind up and pitch. Bunt's laid down. Off the bat. Moves the count to 1 ball and make that 2-strike count now to Claire Lafferty. 0-2 the count to Lafferty. Long look in by Jackson. Pitches to the outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Lafferty. With no outs here at the top of the third inning. Lady Tigers trying to make something happen. Moorhead at second, McBee at first for the Lady Tigers. And here's Lafferty. Takes the pitch, moves the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 the count to Lafferty. Pitcher for the Lady Shamrocks, Savannah Jackson, enjoying a 3-0 lead right now in the top of the third inning. Taking a long look in. Here's a windup and delivery. Swung on, bounce to the shortstop, making it to Savannah Herrera. Makes 1 tag to the second base. So out at second base is McBee for the first out. Runner advances to third base, that's Moorhead. And the runner safe at first, that's Lafferty. So we have Lafferty at first, Moorhead at second with 1 out now. Coming to the plate now is Maddie Hino, the catcher. Maddie had base on balls for the first inning. Runners now at the corners for the Lady Tigers. Moorhead at third, Lafferty at first, and the first pitch across is a ball to Maddie Hino. 3-0's our lead, but now the Lady Tigers are threatening now in the top of the third inning. 1 out here at D. Dillon Field. Savannah Jackson, number 21, the pitcher for the Lady Shamrocks, steps off the mound just a bit so that Bailey Moorhead can tighten her shoes a bit on third base. Right-handed batter to the plate, Maddie Hino. Here's the pitch in, swung on, big cut, nothing there. 1 ball, 1 strike to Maddie Hino. On deck now is senior number 7, Jackie Guzman. More importantly, runners at the corners now for the Lady Tigers. Wind up and pitch, swung on, down the third base line, goes foul, moves the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 the count to Maddie Hino with 1 out here in the top of the third inning. Hino to the plate now, looking down the pitcher, Savannah Jackson for the Lady Shamrocks. Pitches to the outside, evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 the count with 1 out here, top of the third inning. 3-0 Lady Shamrocks over the Lady Tigers. Here's the windup and delivery, very fast, swung on, got a strike, struck her out. So Hino goes down for the second out of the inning. Jackie Guzman now, the designated batter, comes to the plate. Guzman grounded out in the first inning, 0 for 1 today. Runners at the corners for the Lady Tigers. They shall not squander this opportunity. Here's the pitch in there, back to the pitcher, offer glove. Run scores for the Lady Tigers. We have Bailey Moorhead crosses the plate. So we have a 3-1 lead now for the Lady Shamrocks. Runners at second base now, which is Claire Rafferty. And also we have Guzman at the plate. At first base, now Lindsay Campos comes to the plate. Got a timeout. Again, looking out on the field now, we have runners on second base. That is Claire Rafferty. We have Guzman at first. Guzman getting a single to the plate, scoring a run. Scoring in Moorhead here in the top of the third inning. Lindsay Campos to the plate now, a junior second baseman. She was on base with a base on balls. Still timeout on the field.
First baseman number 34, Caleb Thomas.
Again, a beautiful day here at D. Dillon Field on the campus of the University of Mary Hardin-Baylor. Texas Association of Private and Parochial Schools. We have softball game going on here at D. Dillon Field. And right behind me, we have the Murph Stadium where the boys baseball game is going on. This afternoon, we have state semifinal games taking place at the athletic complex in Waco. The winners of those competitions will be here tomorrow in Belton for their classifications. Tomorrow we have Class 1A, 2A at 10 o'clock in the morning for girls softball. And then at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Class 3A. Earlier today, we had Class 4A softball, which was Fort Worth Christian winning 4-0 over Fort Bend Christian. And now we find ourselves in the second game of the day. Incarnate Word High School out of San Antonio and St. Agnes Academy out of Houston. 3-1's our score. 2 outs now.
The second baseman number 5, Lindsay Campos.
Lindsay Campos to the plate. Lindsay was base on balls in the second inning. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. Got a strike. Emily Pham, the third baseman, on deck for the Lady Tigers. Wind up and delivery, swung on, foul out of play. Quickly the count goes to 0-2 to Lindsay Campos. Savannah Jackson taking her time. Here's a windup in the pitch. Swung on, fouled off. Hanging in there is the batter, Lindsay Campos. Just got a piece of that ball. Count remains 0-2 with 2 outs. Top of the third inning. Tigers at first and second. Windup and delivery by Savannah Jackson to the outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Savannah. Emily Pham on deck, third baseman for the Lady Tigers. Long look in by Jackson. Here's a windup and delivery to the inside. Count rolls to 2-2. Deuces wild here at D. Dillon Field. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at first and second for the Lady Tigers. And here's Jackson's payoff pitch. Comes on in there, it's high, moves it to full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Jackson taking a moment. Focus, focus, here she goes. Wind up then delivery on 3-2. Swung on, grounder to Herrera to first, and that's it. St. Agnes Academy scores 1. At the end of 2.5 innings, it is Incarnate Word 3, St. Agnes Academy 1. Thanks for joining us at D. Dillon Field on the campus of the University of Mary Hardin-Baylor. I'm Francis Schrader. 3-1 our score as we go to the bottom of the third inning. Incarnate Word High School scores 3 runs in the bottom of the first inning. St. Agnes Academy crosses a single run in the top of the third. St. Agnes Academy 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. Incarnate Word High School 3 runs on 2 hits and 1 error. Temperature as we go to the bottom of the third inning is 87 degrees. Thanks for joining us on LegacySportsNetwork.com. I'm Francis Schrader. Top of the order now for the Lady Shamrocks. We have Bethany Hernandez, Alan Bancroft, and Sarah Powler. 1, 2, 3 in the batting order. Left-handed batter. Allison Bancroft. Got a strike on Allison. Allison Bancroft got a single in the first inning and scored the first run of the game. Windup and delivery put in, tries to lay down a bunt. Nothing there, 1 ball and 1 strike to Allison Bancroft. Sarah Powler on deck for the Lady Shamrocks. (3-1) our score. Lady Shamrocks over St. Agnes Academy. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swung on, fouled out of play down the third base line. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Bancroft. Bancroft, Powler, Jackson. Those are the 3, the bottom of the third inning for the Lady Shamrocks. Left-handed batter to the plate again. Bancroft looks it on in there. Hallie Butler, wind up and pitch to the outside. Moves the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes here at the bottom of the second inning. Making the bottom of the third inning. No outs for the Lady Shamrocks. Wind up and delivery. Swung on, fouled out of play again. Bancroft is getting good slices of the ball. Single in the first inning for Bancroft. 1 for 1 so far in our contest. Class 5A state championship game. Long look by the left-handed batter. Here's pitch and delivery. It's to the outside. Moves the count to full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Bancroft. Look in by Hallie Butler, the pitcher for the Lady Tigers. Here's her with delivery. It's to the outside, base on balls. Second time for Bancroft to be on the base path. Sarah Powler comes to the plate now, the catcher. Sarah Powler flied out to right field her first time up, 0 for 1 today. Bancroft on first. Right-handed batter is Sarah Powler, a senior. First pitch to her for a strike. 0-1 the count out of Sarah Powler. On deck is Savannah Jackson, the senior pitcher for the Lady Shamrocks. Long look in by Hallie Butler. Here's a pitch and delivery. Nice slow pitch. 4 ball, 1 ball and 1 strike. Even the count for Sarah Powler. On first base is Bancroft for the Lady Shamrocks, trying to build on a 3-1 lead over the Lady Tigers. Pitch to the outside for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Powler. Look in by Hallie Butler. Here's her pitch and delivery. Swung on, struck her out. She went down swinging for the first out of the third inning. Savannah Jackson to the plate now. Savannah is 1 for 1 today, had a single. in the first inning. Some changes going on with the batting order. Coach talking to the home plate umpire, make sure everything is clear. Rotating of players in and out. Kind of double checking of the rules to make sure you're following proper protocol. Savannah Jackson to the plate for the Lady Shamrocks, followed by Alexis Richardson, and after that, if need to be, Chloe Pineda. So we have the pitcher, the center fielder, and the right fielder for the Lady Shamrocks. 3-1's our score at the bottom of third inning. Incarnate Word over St. Agnes. TAPPS Girls 5A State Championship game from D. Dillon Field. Stepping in again is Savannah Jackson with a runner at first base. Allie Butler, wind-up pitch and delivery. Swung on to the second baseman. Campos can't handle it. Relays to first, can't handle it. Runner goes from second to third. So the runner's at the corners now. That'll be an error against St. Agnes. Bancroft goes to third. Will they give Jackson? No, they'll give that an error. Jackson goes to first. So Bancroft at third, Jackson at first, Alexis Richardson to the plate now. Number 14. Richardson got a single in the first inning and also scored the third run for the Lady Shamrocks. Runners at the corner for the Shamrocks with one out. Looking by Hallie Butler, the pitcher for the Lady Tigers. Here's a windup and delivery right down the middle. Relay back to third base, trying to pull off the Bancroft. Bancroft's back in time. Bancroft at third, Jackson's at first. One out here, bottom of third inning. 3-1's our score for the Incarnate Word over St. Agnes, but the Lady Shamrocks are threatening again. Pitch by Butler is inside there, swung on, popped up. Second baseman underneath it, Lindsey Campos. No, it goes to the outfielder, Bailey Moorhead. Runner tag, slides into plate, she's safe. Relay to second base, she's safe too. So nice small ball by the Lady Shamrocks. Fly out for Alexis Richardson to the right fielder for the second out. However, Savannah Jackson tags and goes to second base. Scoring the fourth run of the inning for the game is Allison Bancroft. So it's now 4-1, Lady Shamrocks over the Lady Tigers. 2 outs now here in the bottom of this third inning. At the plate now is Chloe Pineda. Got a double in the first inning. Chloe has a runner at second base, which is Savannah Jackson. Great execution, run and hit by the Lady Shamrocks. Wind up in the pitch again by Butler to the outside. Moves the count to 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 the count to Pineda. Runner at second base. Run has already crossed for the Lady Shamrocks. Back to a 3-run lead for St. Incarnate Word. St. Agnes Academy trails by 3 again. Long look in now by Hallie Butler. Ball to the outside for a strike. Moves the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Two outs here at the bottom of the third inning. Wind up in the pitch, swung on. Foul ball down the right field line, making the left field line. Into the dugout. Again, full count again, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here, bottom of third inning. 4-1 our score, Incarnate Word over St. Agnes. Runner at second base for the Lady Shamrocks. Look in by Hallie Butler. Chloe Pineda. Foul ball again down the third base line. 3-2 the count. If she gets on base, then Haley Garza comes to the plate, the designated player, junior. Right now it's a sophomore, Chloe Pineda, the right fielder. 3-2 pitch swung on. Oh, nails her coach in the third base box. Everything's all good. Everything's all good if you're a Shamrock fan. Good reaction by the third base coach. 3 balls, 2 strikes again to Chloe Pineda. Pop up, center fielder underneath it. Going underneath her is Claire Lafferty, and she snags it down. But again, 1 run crosses for Incarnate Word High School at the end of 3 complete innings at D. Dillon Field. TAPPS Girls 5A State Championship game. Incarnate Word 4, St. Agnes Academy 1. Let's go down to the top of the 4th inning at D. Dillon Field, Class 5A State Championship game for the Texas Association of Private and Parochial Schools. We got Emily Pham, Abby Hale, and Caraba. Pham, Hale, and Caraba. Nice relay there. Hernandez to Bustamante. Abby Hale to the plate now with 1 down here. Abby Hale to the plate now. On deck is J.C. Caraba. Back to the shortstop, third baseman again. 2 quick pitches. Hernandez to Bustamante again. That's another 5-3. That's the second out. J.C. Caraba. Two outs now. Wind up in the pitch. J.C. Caraba, 0 for 1 today. Ground out in the 2nd inning. Finds ourselves now with a 1 ball, 1 strike count on her. Bailey Moorhead on deck now for the Lady Tigers. Wind up in the pitch. It's high. 2 balls and 1 strike to Caraba. 4-1 our score. Incarnate Word High School Lady Shamrocks over St. Agnes Academy out of Houston, the Lady Tigers. Savannah Jackson wind up and pitch. Low. Count goes now to 3 balls and 1 strike with 2 outs here in the 4th inning. Hernandez playing in close. Third baseman. Jackson's pitch and delivery, it's high. Base on balls. So another walk given up by Savannah Jackson. That is the 3rd base on balls for this game today. Coming to the base now is right fielder Bailey Moorhead, who had a base on ball in the 3rd inning. Left-handed batter, high pitch indeed. 0-1 the count. On deck is Gabrielle McBee for the Lady Tigers, top of the order. 2 outs here, the top of the 4th inning for the Lady Shamrocks. Pitch again, got a 1 ball, 1 strike count. Bailey Moorhead got a walk in the 3rd inning, and also she's the one that scored the only run for the St. Agnes Academy Lady Tigers. 4-1's our score. Runner steals second base safely. That's J.C. Caraba safely on second with a stolen base. Again, you can hear the wind picking up here at D. Dillon Field. The wind's blowing very stoutly, left field to right field. 20-25 miles an hour winds. A little bit of gust on top of that. Pitch comes in, moves it to 3 balls and 1 strike now to Bailey Moorhead. Lady Tigers trail 4-1 here at top of the 4th inning. Look in by Savannah Jackson. Ball rolls through. Runner moves to third base on the wild pitch. Got another base on balls. So top of the order now with runners at the corner. That's Gabrielle McBee. McBee is 2 for 2 today. A single in the 1st inning, single in the 3rd inning. She finds herself now in a scoring position. Left-handed batter, runners at 1st and 3rd, runners at the corners for the Lady Tigers. First pitch is a ball. Claire Rafferty, the center fielder, on deck now for the Lady Tigers. Big inning now for McBee. Can McBee bring in a run to cut this lead in half? Strike, 1 ball, 1 strike to Gabrielle McBee. Runners at the corner for the Lady Tigers with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. They trail 4-1 to the Lady Shamrocks of Incarnate Word High School from San Antonio. Here's the windup in the pitch. High. Runners take second base. So Moorhead takes second. J.C. Caraba still at third base. You hear the gustiness here at D. Dillon Field. Left-handed batter Gabrielle McBee with 2 outs, 2 balls and 1 strike count against her. Strike. So now we have 2 balls and 2 strike count. 2-2 the count with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. This inning for St. Agnes Academy started out very auspiciously with 2 quick ground outs, followed by 2 bases on balls. So runners at 2nd and 3rd. Wind up in the pitch, it's high. So now we go full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Long look by Savannah Jackson. Here's her wind up and delivery. It's in there, bases loaded. She takes a walk. So 3 consecutive bases on balls given up by Savannah Jackson with 2 outs. She got in a situation where she quickly got 2 batters out on 2 consecutive pitches, but has given up 3 consecutive walks. So runners at 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. The pond is full. To the plate now is Claire Rafferty. Claire Rafferty. Oh for 1 today. Swung on, base hit. Runner scores, turns a corner. At play at the plate doesn't have, but 2 RBIs come in. Lady Tigers score 2. So what we have now is Caraba scores, Moorhead scores, and runner at 2nd, runner at 3rd base, and a single for Claire Rafferty. We got ourselves a brand new game now.
The catcher number 15,
Maddie Hino, the catcher. Runner goes to 3rd, she's safe, runner goes to 2nd. Got some small ball going on now with the stolen base. 2 runs have crossed for St. Agnes Academy in here, all done with 2 outs. 3 consecutive walks and then a single has brought across 2 runs. 4-3 our lead now. The Shamrocks over the Lady Tigers. Swung on to center fielder. The ball will drop. No, the left fielder got it. Chloe Pineda to bring it out of the inning. Save some more runs crossing the plate, but the damage is done. St. Agnes Academy scores 2 runs at the end of 4.5 innings. Our score, Incarnate Word 4, St. Agnes Academy 3. Sir, that's... It's a 3 o'clock hour here at the Legacy Sports Network. Go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Incarnate Word High School 4, St. Agnes Academy 3. Bottom half of the Shamrocks batting order, Haley Garza, Brianna Bustamante, and Savannah Herrera will come to the plate now. The designated player, the first baseman, and the second baseman. But the lead of 3 that Incarnate Word had over St. Agnes Academy has been cut to 1. The baseball comes flying in from the baseball field on the other side. A foul pitch brought it over here. So we have ourselves a brand new ball game, a very competitive ball game. Bottom of the 4th inning. Thanks for joining us on Legacy Sports Network at the 3 o'clock hour from University of Mary Hardin-Baylor in Belton, Texas. Hallie Butler with the first pitch in to Garza. Takes a strike. 0-1 the count now to Haley Garza. Garza is 1 for 2. Got a double in the first inning and flied out to right field in the 3rd inning. Low pitch in there makes it 1-1. Time on the field, another foul ball comes over from the baseball field directly behind me. 1 ball, 1 strike the count here at the bottom of the 4th inning. Haley Garza, right-handed batter, looks down Hallie Butler, the pitcher for the Lady Tigers, swung on. Pop up to Hallie Butler for the first put out of the inning. Pop up to the pitcher. Now Brianna Bustamante. Bustamante is 0 for 1 today. Flied out to the left fielder, J.C. Caraba, in the 2nd inning. Brianna Bustamante is senior. On deck is number 10, Savannah Herrera, the second baseman. Here's the windup and delivery onto the inside for a ball. Bustamante, 1 ball, no strike. 4-3 our game here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Incarnate Word over St. Agnes Academy. Here's a windup and pitch. Popped up. Ball's in play. Got out. I give that one to Lindsay Campos for the 2nd out of the evening. Savannah Herrera, the second baseman. Savannah Herrera, senior for the Lady Shamrocks. 2 outs here, the bottom of the 4th inning. Momentum definitely on the favor of the Lady Tigers. Swung on, ground ball. It's foul. That was close. On deck is Jolynn Rodriguez, the shortstop. Long looking by Hallie Butler, the pitcher for the Lady Tigers. Swung on, single. Relay to the first base, not in time. Got a single for Savannah Herrera. Come to the plate now is the shortstop, left-handed batter, freshman, Jolynn Rodriguez. Jolynn Rodriguez. Line up in the pitch, swung on, got a single, goes all the way down. Runners now at first and second for the Lady Shamrocks. Nice poke down the right side for Rodriguez. All this happening with 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Top of the order now. Pat Bancroft. One strike to Bancroft. One ball and one strike to number one, Allison Bancroft. Got a single in the first inning based on balls in the third. Swung on. Ball into foul territory. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. On deck is number 4, Sarah Powler for the Lady Shamrocks. Allison Bancroft now with runners at first and second base. Takes the pitch, moves it to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here at the bottom of the 4th inning. 4-3 our score, the Lady Shamrocks over the Lady Tigers. Long look in by Hallie Butler for a payoff pitch. Swung on, pop up, out of the reach of the shortstop, Abby Hale, trying to make a dive for that one. Count remains full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here, bottom of the 4th inning. Allison Bancroft, a sophomore left fielder. Runners at first and second for the Shamrocks, trying to add to their lead, which has been cut to 1 by the Lady Tigers. 4-3 our score. Swung on to center field, going back to this morning track is Lafferty, brings it on in. So the Lady Shamrocks strand 2 at the end of 4 complete innings. Incarnate Word 4, St. Agnes Academy 3. Now let's go to the top of the 5th inning here at G. Dillon Field. 4-3 is our score at Incarnate Word over St. Agnes Academy. This is St. Agnes Academy's top of the 5th inning batting opportunity.
Leading off for St. Agnes, the designated player number 7, Jackie Guzman.
We have Guzman, Campos, and Tham. Guzman, Campos, and Tham. 5th inning for the Lady Tigers, trailing by 1, the Lady Shamrocks. Swung on, nice drive to center field. Center fielder snags it down. Alexis Richardson for the Lady Shamrocks.
Second base number 5, Lindsay Campos.
Lindsay Campos comes to the plate now. Base on balls in the 2nd inning and ground out in the 3rd. Top of the 5th inning now for the Lady Tigers, trailing by 1, 4-3. Savannah Jackson's pitch inside there gets past the catcher for a ball. On deck is Emily Tham, the 3rd baseman. Savannah Jackson on the mound, number 21 for the Lady Shamrocks. Swung on over the outstretched arms of the first baseman, got a single for Lindsay Campos. Emily Tham quickly to the plate now, number 16, the junior 3rd baseman for the Lady Tigers. Got a single in the second inning and ground out in the fourth inning. 1 for 2 today in Class 5A state championship game. Designated runner comes in for the Lady Tigers. One out here on the top of the fifth inning for St. Agnes Academy. They trail Incarnate Word 4-3. Emily Pham quickly to the plate. On deck is Abby Hale, the shortstop. Right-handed batter Emily Pham takes a high pitch. Ball one. Runner on first base for the Lady Tigers. That is the tying run for the Lady Tigers, trailing 4-3 here in the top of the fifth inning. One out here at D. Dillon Field. Pham takes the second pitch high. 2 balls, no strikes. Abby Hale on deck, the shortstop for the Lady Tigers. Ball high in foul territory. She flies out. Emily Pham for the second out. Come to the plate now, number 15, Abby Hale. Runner at first base for the Lady Tigers. Here's the windup of the pitch. To the inside, runner advances to second base. Since it was the foul tip, she goes back to first. Wind continues to blow in from center field to home plate here at D. Dillon Field. You're whistling in the background. 20-25 miles an hour. Temperature right now, 88 degrees here at Belton. Foul ball. No balls, 2 strikes. Abby Hale. J.C. Caraba on deck for the Lady Tigers. Swung on to the short third baseman, relays to first. That's it, out of the inning. Mark that down, 5-3. No runs on 1 hit, no errors. They strand 1 at the end of 4.5 innings. Our score still remains Incarnate Word 4, St. Agnes Academy 3. Let me share with you the defensive coordination and also the positioning for the Lady Tigers. Caraba in left, Lafferty in center, Moorhead in right, Pham at third, Hale at short, Campos at second, McBee at first, Hano behind the plate, Hallie Butler the pitcher. Now to the bottom of the fifth inning. Coming to the plate now is number 4, Sarah Powler. Sarah Powler is 0 for 2 today. Flied out to the right fielder in the first inning and struck out in the third. 0 for 2 today for Sarah Powler. Powler, Jackson, and Richardson for the bottom half of the fifth inning for the Lady Shamrocks. Right-handed batter, Sarah Powler. Line up in the pitch for a strike. 1-run lead for Incarnate Word, 4-3. Long look in by Hallie Butler. Pitch across the plate for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Savannah Jackson on deck circle now for the Lady Shamrocks. Here's Butler's pitch and delivery. It's high, 2 balls and 1 strike. No outs here, bottom of the 5th inning from D. Dillon Field. TAPPS Girls 5A State Championship game. Incarnate Word 4, St. Agnes 3. Wind up and pitch down the middle for a strike. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Sarah Paller. Caraba, Lafferty, and Moorhead playing semi-deep in the outfield for the Lady Tigers. Wind up and pitch by Butler. Struck her out. Paller strikes out. Savannah Jackson to the plate now for the Lady Shamrocks. Savannah Jackson 1 for 2 today. Got a single in the 1st inning and scored. And had a base on an error in the 3rd inning. Got to 2nd base on that one. 1 out down here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Jackson takes the first pitch, ball. On deck, Alexis Richardson. Jackson looks at the pitcher, Hallie Butler. Here's Butler's pitch inside there toward the inside, but it's still a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Savannah Jackson, number 21. Savannah Jackson is the pitcher, senior for the Shamrocks. Pitcher against pitcher, Butler's offering, comes down the inside, bit low, 2 balls and 1 strikes to Jackson. Third baseman, Pham and McBee at first playing at the bag. Wind up the pitch, swung on, right center field, it goes to the wall. Trying to stretch it out to a double, and she does stand up double indeed for Savannah Jackson. To the plate now, center fielder, senior, number 14, Alexis Richardson. Richardson is 1 for 2 today, got a single in the 1st inning and scored the 3rd run for the Lady Shamrocks and flied out to right field in the 3rd inning. Runner at 2nd base is the pitcher, Savannah Jackson. Long look in by Butler. Here's the windup and pitch, swung on. Going to the right fielder, Moorhead, underneath it, she got it. Runner tags, goes for 3rd base, slides on in, she's safe. Jackson slides in safe. Richardson flies out to the right fielder for the 2nd out. Coming to the plate now is Chloe Pineda, the right fielder. Chloe is 1 for 2 today. Got a double in the 1st inning and flied out to center field in the 3rd inning. 1 for 2 today. Runner in scoring position now, Savannah Jackson at 3rd with 2 outs here, bottom of the 5th inning. 4-3 our score. Got a strike. No balls and 1 strike to Chloe Pineda. Haley Garza, number 12, on deck for the Lady Shamrocks if needed. Line up and pitches high again. 1 ball and 1 strike. Jackson on 3rd base for the Lady Shamrocks, trying to pad their lead. They have a slim 1-run lead, 4-3, bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the windup and pitch, swung on, fouls it off. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Chloe Pineda. Hallie Butler looks on in. Here's her windup and pitch from Butler. Swung on, base hit. Shamrock score. Jackson crosses the plate. Got a single there for Chloe Pineda. 2-run single brings another run across the plate for the Shamrocks. 5-3 now, bottom of the 5th inning. From the plate now is Haley Garza. Garza's 0 for 2 today. Flied out to the pitcher in the previous inning. Runner at 1st base now is Chloe Pineda. 5-3, Shamrock lead. Swung on, deep center field, going back. It's off the wall. Runner comes around third. Hold up at third. A nice single, a long single for Haley Garza off the wall. Moves Chloe Pineda to third base, all with 2 outs. That bounced off about 178 feet off the center field wall. Did not go over, just bounced off the wall. Runners at the corners now for the Shamrocks. Only a run is scored. 5-3 now. 2 outs. Coming to the plate now is Brianna Bustamante. Bustamante's 0 for 2 today. Flied out to left field in the second inning. Popped up to the second baseman in the fourth inning. 0 for 2 today, but runners at the corner for the Shamrocks. Already 1 run has crossed the plate. That was Savannah Jackson. Pineda at third, Garza at first, Bustamante at the plate. Brianna Bustamante, senior first baseman for the Lady Shamrocks. If you're a Lady Tiger fan, they got to get the Shamrocks out now because already 1 run has crossed. The Lady Tigers have never led this game. They were down 3-0 at the end of the first inning. The Lady Tigers scored 1, the top of the third to make it 3-1. Incarnate Word scored the bottom of the third inning to make it 4-1. Top of the fourth inning, 2 runs crossed for St. Agnes to make it 4-3. In the bottom of the fifth inning now, 1 run is crossed for Incarnate Word, making it 5-3, bottom of the fifth inning. 2 innings of regulation remain here at D. Dillon Field. Thanks for joining us on Legacy Sports Network. Again, a beautiful day of playing softball and baseball here at this complex at the University of Mary Hardin-Baylor. The softball side is called D. Dillon Field. Dimensions are 200 to center, 200 to right, 200 to left. Back in the batter's box now is Brianna Bustamante with a runner at the corners. 2 outs here. Here's the first pitch of Bustamante to the outside for a ball. On deck is Savannah Herrera, the second baseman. Bustamante. 1 ball, no strike. Looking for the pitch from Hallie Butler. Comes across, ball bounces in. 2-0 the count now to Bustamante. Again, you can hear the wind whistling here at D. Dillon Field from the south. Blowing from left field to right field. 89 degrees at this time. Count goes to 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes to Brianna Bustamante. On deck is Savannah Herrera, the second baseman, a senior. But right now, all the attention is now on Brianna Bustamante. 3 balls, no strike count against her. Runners at the corners. Got a strike. Came down the middle. 3-1 the count. That had to be delivered by Hallie Butler. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bottom of the fifth inning here at D. Dillon Field. 5-3 the score. Swung on, foul ball. 5-3 our score. Incarnate Word over St. Agnes. The best from San Antonio against the best from the greater Houston area. Long look in now by the pitcher, Hallie Butler, for the Lady Tigers of St. Agnes. Swung on. Relay to second base is not in time. Run scores for the Shamrocks. Coming in is Pineda for the 6th run of the game. Runner safe at second base is Haley Garza. Bustamante gets a single. She's at first. Savannah Herrera to the plate now. 2 runs have crossed in the bottom of the 5th inning. 6-3, that's our new score now. 6-3. Incarnate Word over St. Agnes. Runners at first and second for the Lady Shamrocks. Savannah Herrera, the second baseman, right-handed batter. 1 for 2 today. She struck out in the 2nd inning, had a single in the 4th inning. On deck is Jolynn Rodriguez. Swung on, high ball, going out the left field, back. Makes the catch, flies out, but the damage is done. 2 runs has crossed the plate for the Lady Shamrocks at the end of 5 complete innings at D. Dillon Field. Incarnate Word of San Antonio 6. St. Agnes Academy of Houston 3.
Leading off for St. Agnes Academy, the left fielder number 12, J.C. Caraba.
And we go to the bottom of the order now, the top of the 6th inning. J.C. Caraba, Bailey Moorhead, and we go to the top of the order now with Gabrielle McBee. 8, 9, and 1. That's what we're looking at now for the Lady Tigers, trailing 6-3. Quick boom, that's done. Hernandez to Bustamante.
The left fielder number 9, Bailey Moorhead.
Bailey Moorhead comes to the plate. Moorhead, base on balls in the 3rd inning and scores the 1st run. Base on balls in the 4th inning, scoring the 3rd run for the Lady Tigers. We got a new player now coming in for the Lady Tigers, number 11. Let me check my roster real quick.
The new pitcher, number 11, Tristan Duhan.
Duhan comes to the plate now. Duhan. Here's the windup in the pitch. Savannah Jackson to Duhan. Duhan, left-handed batter. Tristan Duhan, a freshman. Roller to first base for the out. That's 2 outs.
First baseman number 31, Gabrielle McBee.
McBee comes to the plate now. Gabrielle McBee, looking at her accomplishments today. 2 singles, single in the 1st inning, single in the 3rd inning, base on balls in the 4th. Right-handed batter. 1 out, 2 outs down. Wind up and pitch to the second baseman, relay to first, and that's it. So quietly the Tigers go down 1-2-3 in the top of the 6th inning. After 5.5 innings of play, it still remains Incarnate Word 3, St. Agnes Academy 3.
Leading off for Incarnate Word, the third baseman, number 7, Bethany Hernandez.
Top of the order now for the Incarnate Word Lady Shamrocks, Bethany Hernandez. Base on balls of the first inning for Bethany. We have Bancroft and Paller. Hernandez, Bancroft, and Paller. 1, 2, 3 in the 6th inning. Top of the order. Got a strike. Goal to third baseman, 3rd to 1. Got an out there. Pham to McBee. 5-3, we'll mark it down that way for the first out here. Allison Bancroft to the plate now. Bancroft is 1 for 3. Had a single in the first inning and scored the 2nd run for the Shamrocks. Got a base on balls and scored the 4th run for the Shamrocks. And she also flied out to center field in the 4th inning. 1 out now here in the bottom of the 6th inning for the Lady Shamrocks. Base is empty. Paller, the catcher, on deck. To the second baseman, Campos to McBee. Another quick 4-3 put out for the 2nd out. Now come to the plate now, Sarah Paller. Sarah Paller, the catcher. 0 for 3 today. Flied out to the right fielder in the 1st inning and struck out in the 3rd inning and also in the 5th inning. On deck is Savannah Jackson. Our score now here in the bottom of the 6th inning, 6-3 Incarnate Word over St. Agnes Academy. Right-handed batter, Sarah Paller, senior, takes a strike. No balls and 1 strike to Sarah Paller. 3-run lead by the Shamrocks of Incarnate Word of San Antonio. Wide of the pitch to the shortstop. Abby Hale quickly over to the first base. 1, 2, 3, the Shamrocks go down. At the end of 6 complete innings here at D. Dillon Field, the score remains Incarnate Word of San Antonio 6, St. Agnes Academy of Houston 3. As we come now to the top of the 7th inning here at D. Dillon Field, Incarnate Word 6, St. Agnes Academy 3. Incarnate Word has never trailed in this game. They scored 3 runs in the bottom of the 1st inning, add another 1 in the 3rd and 2 in the 5th inning. St. Agnes Academy had their first run across the plate in the top of the 3rd. They added 2 more in the 4th inning. So our score remains 6-3 Incarnate Word over St. Agnes Academy. St. Agnes Academy 6 runs on 8 hits and 1 error. St. Agnes Academy 3 runs on 4 hits with 1 error. Now, Claire Rafferty comes to the plate. Claire has 2 singles in today's contest and got the 3rd. 3 for 4 today. Singles to the first base. Now number 14, the freshman catcher, Maddie Hino, comes to the plate. Base on balls in the 1st inning. Struck out in the 3rd. Fly to right field in the 4th. 1 for 3 today. Incarnate Word leads 6-3. Swung on to the relay to second for the out. Relay to first, not in time. So Lafferty is out at second base. Hino gets a single to first base with 1 out. Jackie Guzman to the place now, the designated batter. Jackie is 1 for 3, got a single in the 3rd inning. 1 for 3, popped up, to the right fielder. Flies out to the right fielder. So that's the second out of the inning. 1 run, 1 out remains now for the Shamrocks. To the plate now is number 5, Lindsey Campos. Campos, base on balls in the second, got a single in the 5th. Runner at second base, 2 outs. Foul out of play, into the screen for strike 1. 0-1 the count now to Campos. 2 strikes separate the Shamrocks from a state championship. Wind up and pitch. Runner goes to second base. Runner at second for St. Agnes Academy, trailing 6-3 here. 2 outs, top of the 7th inning. Campos back to the pitcher, relay to first, that's it! San Antonio Incarnate Word High School State Championship Class 5A, 6-3 victory over St. Agnes Academy of Houston. Let's say thanks to St. Agnes Academy for coming to the championship game, representing the greater Houston area. But a state championship for the team in green and white. Incarnate Word High School of San Antonio, 6 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. St. Agnes Academy, 3 runs on 5 hits, 1 error. State championship goes to the Alamo City. Thanks for joining us on the Legacy Sports Network. TAPPS Girls 5A State Championship game is officially in the books. Incarnate Word High School 6, St. Agnes Academy of Houston 3. I'm Francis Schrader. From all of us to all of you, have a great evening. Thanks for joining us on Legacy Sports.